An exercise by many names, but no matter what, you're doing the same work, no matter what you call it. So we've done the other 3 exercises, and we're coming out of single straight leg stretch. So we take ourselves all the way down, just as if we were, in fact, we'll just transition from single straight leg. As in all of the exercises in this series, we start with the head, chest, and chin lifted off of the mat. So we're right on the shoulder blades back there, right? But everything else is like, it's relatively free, you know, you can do what it wants, you know, it doesn't have any tension. Big deal, no tension, shake it off. You don't need it, it doesn't serve you, get rid of it. So this exercise is extremely challenging because you have the, you know, the nice long lever out there, and the only thing that's hanging on, if you do it incorrectly, is your neck, right? But we don't want the neck to do it. We want the glutes to hang on, we want the psoas, we want abdominals, we want all the stuff to work for us because we know how to use it, because we know how to control our bodies, right? So we came from single straight leg stretch, where we have both legs are long, but they're moving in opposite directions. And to transition from this exercise, the bottom leg comes up, the hip bones are set down into the mat, all right? And that's a big deal because that's where we're gonna keep them, right? We're gonna keep this long spine all the way through the back of the head, and we're gonna keep this long leg. And meanwhile, the back is in a comfortable hangout position, and we're not gonna let it get into a position that causes us pain, right? So we're not gonna let the hips move, and that will prevent any back pain. All right, so the hands traditionally come behind the head, but there is an allowance for you to place your hands under the low bones of your spine. So I'm going to show you with the hands behind the head. The hands are not holding up the head, chest, and chin. That's the work of the lower ribs pressing down into the mat and creating this nice curve. All right, so the legs simply go down together until you feel that moment where you may have to change the hips or the low back, and that's as low as you go. And then you pull them in with the abdominals hollowing down and away from the belly. And you lower and lift. Inhale, exhale. And you lower and you lift the whole time, maintaining. If you begin to get fatigued, your low may be less low, right? Because you want to do it right. It doesn't matter the line that you hit in space that doesn't even exist after you're finished with the exercise. You want to go where your body has freedom to go. So maybe the first 1 or 2 is very deep, but then as you begin to get a little tired from doing this, and you just did 3 other exercises, maybe the next one you do is only, to that point, a little bit less, and maybe a little bit less, depending on how many reps you have in your workout. So that is the double leg stretch. You have that sinking of the belly, the drawing up of the abdominals, the sinking of the ribs down to the mat to make this nice stable place to hold up the head, chest, and chin. And then you have this long, energetic lever out here that you pull in with your abdominals and release, control release of your abdominals, and pull with the abdominals and slow release of the abdominals. The glutes ain't hanging out back there. They're working. They're working their part to keep the organization of the hips. So we call all of these exercises that we're going over in just the series abdominal exercises, but they're working connections, they're working fascia, they're working breath work, you're working your back, you're working your back a lot, your back side, every bit of the back. You're working your neck. If you're holding your neck in nice, long, gentle flexion, then you're working that in a gentle way. That's enough talk for that. I hope you enjoyed this exercise and you're enjoying this little series. Have a great day.